And it's going to be Los Angeles off the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. In at forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Connect out there with Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 5 now.
When textbook mechanics make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
Hachimura the pass to James. Hachimura with a screen on KD. He had a nice open look right there.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Booker with it. Connect picks him up. That one goes in. He has 7.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
And it goes down 2 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Shots good by Booker.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to James. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Booker dishes to Durant. Out to the right wing. A 3-ball. Rebound the Lakers. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, LeBron always #1 on the scouting report. Coach said on top of being a physically dominant player, he's like an extra coach on the court, able to control the game with his basketball IQ alone. Kevin, a big challenge to handle the mental challenge of LeBron James. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Doncic against Dunn. KD sets the pick for Booker. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Hachimura. KD can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Hachimura with a screen on KD. And stolen by Booker. And KD throws it down.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Los Angeles foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the 3-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
The 3 from KD. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Doncic with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Hayes with the screen for Doncic. Cuts off the pass. Pass to Richards. Outside for Martin. Suns moving the ball around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Suns have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Back to Martin. And Durant launches from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. KD's got 5.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
James in the high post. No good that time.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so it's and some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Allen. Cole is out there with Plumlee. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Beal in at the point guard position. Here's Vanderbilt. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Beal. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup. First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Now, here's Bull. Still yet to score. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the coaches want this from Beal. Play aggressive, force your way to the stripe.
And both free throws good for Beal. Lakers trail by 4. On the wing, Reeves. He's covered by Beal. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Suns. Here's Bull. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bull's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
For somebody like Bull to easily knock down threes, that's like having a cheat code.
Reeves can't hit. Suns on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
He gets it in there.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Out left to the wing. That's a good one. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Kicks it out to Allen. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Reeves, and Bull sends it back.
You've got to be aware of Bobo. He's got a 7'8" wingspan. If you are anywhere near him, back up even more to make sure you can get that shot off.
Beal against Reeves, and yes, it's good. And now a 12-point Suns lead
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. 1:51 left now here in the second. And he gets the bucket. Coloco's got his first points of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
14th foul.
It's Beal on the wing. 14 points for him. Reeves with the rebound.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Beal with the steal. Here's Bull. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 52 seconds left in the first half. Here's Finney-Smith. And he makes that one. Finney-Smith's got it back down to within single digits for the Lakers.
Pushing his way past the defense there, Finney-Smith knows how to maintain his composure while under pressure.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now.
Oh, wow!
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Right side, Beal. Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Beal. The tray. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break with a 10. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So the Lakers 5 right now. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Luka Doncic out there with Connect. And it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle.
Speed and power and the ability to finish with both hands make LeBron James's drives deadly.
In down low, Booker refuses to be denied.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
Yeah, they want to get the half off to a quick start, and they know who to go to.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Booker finds Durant. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Booker. And it's done in the corner. Outside Martin. Shot clock at 6. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Martin's got his first 2 points of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
For three, Booker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
Doncic has it all, full package. Soft hands that time made the floater look easy.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
Shot from the wing, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Suns lead by 11.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
LeBron outside, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the hype that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
Lakers trail by 7. To the right side. Lets it go with a 3. He's off on that one. The Suns have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for James. Beal. And that'll be 2 free throws. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge.
First personal foul. 17 foul. At the line.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket. And watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Reeves against Beal. From deep. Oh, and Bull with the block. Shot clock at 5, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Bull. Lakers trail by 11. Clock at 4. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Reeves gets the bucket.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teteammates.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game plan. Here's Beal driving in. Nobody near Allen.
Ball entered from below the basket. Los Angeles ball.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now here's Goodwin, defended by Allen, and it's Goodwin missing. It'll count. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock.
And so it's Phoenix enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Bradley Beal is out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Bol. And it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Knocks down the 3-ball. Beal's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Suns.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
Got that one up quick.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the Suns here with a different look. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for Bol. Donnie's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Devin Booker in for Grayson Allen. The offensive rebound. Beal gets a wide open look. Kicks it out to Booker. Booker nails the 3. So confident.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. And the 3 off target.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Booker looking around. Launches it. Out to KD. For 3. Drills it from outside. And the Suns lead by 18.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hand.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Pass to Richards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
Austin Reeves picks one up. That's good from Richards.
At the line for 2, Nick Richards.
And Richards drops them both. Lakers trail by 20. Here's James. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You can tell LeBron values getting quality shots because he knows how much they're worth, and he's willing to fight for them.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here is James. The 3. Hayes. And Devin Booker pulls it down. Suns leading by 18. Dunn dishes to KD. Pass to Booker. Shoots the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
There's Beal with the 3. Kept alive. Outside for KD. From the arc. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
For 3, Booker. And James pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The drive by Booker. Outside Durant. Fires from deep. And it's Luka with the rebound. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Suns.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bradley Beal.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Durant with a screen on Doncic. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Doncic. Here are the Lakers with the ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. James. And the dunk by Hachimura. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. Sinks the triple. And the Suns lead by 15.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
The fader. No good from Booker. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Lakers. No good on the 3. For 3, Booker, good on the three-point shot.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Luka Doncic.
Lets it go from deep. Good. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. And thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
day we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. We've got Alperon Şengün, Green out there with Cam Whitmore. Then it's Thompson, and it's Eason in at the small forward. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Houston.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Lets it fly. Booker's shot is good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Eason, pass to Şengün. Outside Whitmore. Launches it. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Booker, the pass to Richards. Booker against Eason. Booker can't get it to go. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league, and they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Martin, the pass to Richards. Up top, Durant. Lets it go from the wing and off the glass. That one's good. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Green against Booker. Pass to Şengün. The three. They get the rebound. Outside Eason. Now here's Şengün. Defended by Dunn. It's deflected. It's a one-on-one situation. And Durant slams it home.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Şengün finds Thompson. Şengün, a screen on Durant. The three from Thompson. Richards pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 5. Here's Booker. And it's Phoenix with another.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Good on the bucket.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
We talked about how Alperon Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Allie, thank you. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson, a screen on Martin. From the arc. That doesn't go either for Thompson. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. Durant. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Suns?
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 15 left now in the first quarter. Gets the three to fall.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Durant with it. Green picks him up. Martin takes it in. No good on the shot. Good D by Şengün. And here's Thompson for three. The ball's knocked loose, and they get it back. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep. Thompson's got 7.
A confident shot from Amin. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Dunn outside. Booker for three. Kept alive. Second chance effort. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Thompson outside. The three is up. It's hauled in by the Suns. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. For three, Durant. He can't hit that time. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Phoenix out. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've also really enjoyed watching them hit the boards, specifically the offensive glass and how they've capitalized on that hustle.
Grayson Allen is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Bol in at the 4. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Brooks outside. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. And it's a tie ball game.
And you gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Bol, a screen on Brooks. Pass to Bol. Jacks up a 3. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Here's Shepherd. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Phoenix leading by 3. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Brooks outside. Pass to Shepherd. And here's Smith. Tate, a screen on Bol. Smith against Bol. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first points of the night.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Allen, the pass to Bol. Plumlee against Adams. The 15-footer. Again, the Suns good for 2. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Smith with it, picked up by Allen. Bol against Brooks. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3. Brooks has got 6 points in the quarter.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Allen, the pass to Beal. Buries it down low. Beal's got his first 2 points.
Let me tell you, Beal is crafty. He will figure out a way to get inside.
For 3, Smith. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Beal against Tate. And the Suns get it back. Plumlee passes to Bol. Tries again. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Brooks from outside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Beal outside. Plumlee, a screen on Brooks. 3-pointer. Beal with another miss. Houston has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Adams finds Brooks. Second shot opportunity. Picked by Smith. Dylan Brooks, that one's good. Brooks has got 12 points.
Yeah, I know the guys love to see Brooks get in a groove like this. It gets the whole team fired up.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Houston in the lead. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Adams. Bull grabs the board. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Allen can't get it to go. Houston has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. And here's Shepherd for 3, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. On the break. Back to Beal. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Rockets ball.
The Rockets have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. And here's Shepherd for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Shepherd's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, this is Shepherd's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
People under video review on the NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
It was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
It doesn't matter where Beal is on the court. He can flat out score and puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Here's Shepherd, hounded by Beal. Brooks outside. Picked by Smith. Tate passes to Smith. This one for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And no good. Dylan Brooks, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Rockets. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Look at Dylan Brooks. What a contribution.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Amen Thompson out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Jalen Green. Then there's Whitmore. And it's Şengün in at the 5.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And Durant with the big finish.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
And here are the Rockets. Green finds Eason. And that comes off the assist by Green. Eason's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lets it go from deep. And Houston, another 3.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Outside Booker. Fades back. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Thompson's shot is off. Suns trail by 3. Dunn, the pass to Booker. Back to Dunn. Three-pointer. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Up top, Şengün. Second chance shot. Outside Eason. 5 to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Thompson. And he drives in. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
Ooh, Booker showing some power.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Booker can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Counted from distance.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Whitmore. Can they get it? Boom! He jams it straight down.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Eason against Booker. Pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. Over Eason. Booker no good. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Green. Outside Whitmore. Thompson, a screen on Martin. Thompson outside. Looking to end this cold spell. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Here's Booker on the attack. Pass to Richards. From 7 feet. Outside for Booker. Back to Richards. The Suns need to get off a shot. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Green gets it to go off the drive.
So quick on the drive. When Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
Eason with a steal. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Up top, Durant. It's stolen away. Back comes Houston in transition. Oh, deflected. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Smith with a screen on Beal. Back to Smith. Over Bull. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. They retain possession. Adams, shot's good. Here's Beal. 23 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. To the inside. Allen, the pass to Bull. Beal outside. Lets the 3 fly. Smith with the rebound. On the break. The 3. 1 second left. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's Houston up 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Bull. Grayson Allen is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Plumlee in at the center position, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Beal surveying the D. Outside Bull. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
Smith outside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now here's O'Neal. He's covered closely. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for Bull. Dunn, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Devin Booker in for Allen. Offensive rebound. Out to Beal. Back to Durant. Şengün with a steal. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. The three from Thompson. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 8th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Whitmore. The three is up. Pure from three-point range. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul of the game. Brooks, he's checked in for Whitmore. Booker for 3. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. For 3, Booker. The Rockets pull it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Phoenix on D. Trailing by 10.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists now in this one. For 3, Booker. Dunn outside. Here's the 3. He drops it from range. Dunn's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Thompson outside. Pass to Green. 4 on the clock. Now here's Eason. Up and over Dunn. Eason can't get it to go. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. He launches a 3. That's good. Brooks for 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Eason out to Thompson. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. And the Suns get another 3.
At the the arc. Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
Durant, the pass to Dunn. Here's Richards. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Well, the Rockets shooting about 47%. A nice number. The three from Thompson. That's tipped.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Dunn outside. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Here's Şengün. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 10.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, but when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And Şengün gets it to go.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Now here's Booker. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
And Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got him and Johnson. Whitmore is out there with Green. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Eason in at the small forward position. Offensive rebound. Out to Thompson. The three. It's another look. Pass to Whitmore. Green with a screen on Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. And another shot. Another miss by Houston.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
And it's James missing. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. From past the arc, that one's in, his first shot this game.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's Green outside. It's rebounded by Hayes. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
They get the rebound. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Pass to Şengün. Thompson looking for an opening. Eason with it. Outside, Green. That 3 off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
You know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court, and when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
Driving inside, and LeBron throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Jalen Green. And here's Doncic from the arc. Thompson with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 4. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to connect. Lets it go with a 3. No good. Rockets trail by 4. As a junior college product, Dalton Knecht, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin. Spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program. Then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
LA has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. The 3 for Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Houston. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And you have to run Knecht off his spot. He's very comfortable in the corner.
Green up on top, covered by LeBron. Pass to Whitmore. Green drives in. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's LeBron. 6 points for him. They get it back.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
Green. That shot off. Good work defensively by Hachimura. He's in the post. Sengun covering. Here's Hachimura. Oh, good with the triple. Green fires from way outside. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
We've got good one. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Koloko in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here is Smith out to Brooks. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
The shooting ability is incredible. Shepard's got a shot from all over the floor.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Here's Koloko. Yep, that one goes in there. Koloko's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Smith. Houston gets it back. Shepard with the ball. Defended by Reeves. And it's good for two. Shepard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
The ultra-popular internet star, Mark Phillips, in attendance to watch these Lakers.
Kevin, I don't know how big you are on social media, but that man has over 3 million followers, and he seems to be enjoying his time here in the arena.
On the foul on Jayshawn Tate. That's his first foul.
Second team.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Reeves with the screen for Kleber.
Smith with a nice job on that defensive stand. His length, really an asset.
Tate the pass to Shepard. Takes the three. Out to Brooks. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Brooks has got the lead up to 5 now for Houston.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
On the wing, Reeves. Screen by Kleber. It's up a three. And that's good. Austin Reeves for three. Reeves has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Cloak loose. Brooks right side. Adams sets the pick for Brooks. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Now, here is Smith. No scoring in this one. Here's Adams. Back to Smith. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Oh, Reeves in position. Pass to Koloko. Here's Goodwin. Gets to the corner and buries it. And that ties it up. Houston's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Shepard, that's good.
I love the rise and fire mentality Shepard has. It's what makes him such a dangerous scorer.
Reeves the pass to Finney-Smith. Stolen by Brooks. And it's Houston on the break. All going up court. And then Smith with the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
The Lakers making a switch here. Len's checked in. Smith the pass to Shepard. And good that time. And it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
The feet are what made that play happen inside for Shepard.
To halt the run. Reeves can't hit.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
The 10-footer. Brooks against Vanderbilt. That's a 2 from Smith. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Goodwin, good.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Shepard. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Smith kicks to Tate. Now Brooks, 6 to shoot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Brooks has got 5 now.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's LeBron. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Houston, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more in store for you right. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Reed Shepard has been exceptional here, guys. Really something.
And, you know, not always the guy that you would expect to be making the big plays, but so far tonight, he has delivered.
Yeah, he has, and he's really been a difference maker so far, and it wouldn't surprise me if they look his way a bit more to end this game.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Green is out there with Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Clark watching Amen Thompson. He is just a different kind of athlete.
He sure is, boy. Special as an athlete. And we've got some of the greatest athletes in the world across the NBA. He's smooth, he's explosive, he's fluid, well coordinated. Seems like he just kind of floats in the air. It's special to watch him do his thing.
3-on-3. Floats it up for James. It's stolen by Green. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Şengün. A second chance effort. Thompson passes to Şengün. And it's good, 2 points. Şengün's got his first points in this one.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
James kicks to Hachimura. Thompson against LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Can't cash in from close range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot.
What a thing of beauty from James.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
And Thompson gets it to go.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Whitmore finds Eason. Back to Whitmore. Houston moving it around. Şengün with a wide open look. Drops it in from 11 feet. Şengün's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets. Fires for 3. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hey, it's hard not to gush about Green. I mean, he's one of the more exciting talents to enter this league in quite some time.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA. The first was
Shepard's checked in for Jalen Green.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Now, Shepard, 10 points for him. To the wing right side. Nice move. Out to Smith. Pass to Shepard. The 3. No good. Shot missing. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Vanderbilt driving the lane. Oh, he misses the dunk. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Smith with the stuff.
And you see how fast Smith leaks out. He loves running in the open floor.
Finney Smith passes to Goodwin. 1:07 left in the third. Finney Smith finds Goodwin. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. 59 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Shepard. Finney Smith defending. Adams. And that one drops for him. And it's an 11-point Houston lead.
And I like how Shepard keeps things simple. When he notices someone on his team is open, he is more than happy to move the ball. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And Reeves drops them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Smith. To the wing on the left. Screen by Smith. And there's the drive. Can't get the reverse flush.
Boy, I'm puzzled, baffled, confused. How does such an elite finisher not throw that one down? Scratching my head, shaking it too.
And it's Shepard missing. Here's Goodwin. He's got 5. His 3-pointers off the mark. Smith outside. There's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And so... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Jackson Hayes. Then it's Goodwin. And it's Reeves in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Shepard. And the call on the ship. And here we go. Coach's challenge.
First team foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Reeves outside. Pass to Hayes. Back to Reeves. And he's good on the 3-ball. Reeves has got 6 here in this quarter.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
There's the drive, and finished off by Shepard.
And when Shepard is on offensively, he is dangerous, capable of being very efficient on the floor.
Reeves can't hit. Houston leading by 10. Brooks with no one around. Off target from outside. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And it's Goodwin missing. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Brooks with the bucket.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Finney-Smith to the left wing. Here's Goodwin. And again, the Lakers no good. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. For the 3. Shepard with the ball. Nailed from 3-point land.
Lethal from deep. Shepard will hurt you from there.
Lakers trail by 16. From deep, Reeves. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Shepard, that's good.
An excellent floater from Shepard. He continues to work on that shot.
Reeves outside. Over Shepard. And again, unable to change momentum here. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Finney-Smith. And Hayes throws it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Drains the 3-pointer.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 19 points. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Smith outside. They get it again, and Adams kicks to Smith. Second chance shot. He lays it in. 14 points for Smith.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Houston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Reed Shepard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Goodwin. Drills the three-pointer. Here is Brooks. Adams outside. Vanderbilt with the rebound. So it's the Lakers now. Brooks, the pass to Shepard. Back to Brooks. Here's Shepard. Lets it go. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Rockets lead by 18.
Now, this rookie Shepard can really shoot it. The D has to know where he is at all times.
Tipped away. A three off the inbound. Misses the shot. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg.
matchup in store tonight, Doris. Two conference rivals set to clash once again.
NBA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Nick Richards. Cody Martin is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the 3 slot. Now here's Durant. Pass to Booker, puts up a 3, knocks down the triple.
You have to honor Booker's range. This guy can get flowing from the 3-point line.
Doncic with it, now guarded by Booker. Doncic, no good. The Suns on offense. It's a 3-point game. Poke loose. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Down low. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Durant. Here's Dunn. 3-pointer off the mark. Well, Doris, you look back over the history of the NBA, hard to find a better scorer than KD.
Oh, yeah, he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys, when you think about KD, guys that can create their own shot and hit from anywhere on the floor. You couple that with the size and the release point and the skill with the ball. Kevin Durant is a problem, folks.
The 3 is up. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. The Lakers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Doncic, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Durant with the bucket.
Well, Kevin Durant is efficient from any spot on the floor. You give him an easy corner 3 and turn the lights out.
Here's James. Doncic outside. And that one's good. James has got 5 now.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Doncic. Screen by James. Just 3 to shoot. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. He has 7.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
Pass to Durant. Here's Richards. Done with it. Doncic pulls down the board. James against Durant. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Suns trailing. Booker fires from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
Hachimura sets a screen. Here's James. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Here's Hachimura. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Phoenix leading by 6. Here's Booker. An easy 2 on the layup. Booker's got 10 points.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Durant with it. Hayes picks him up. Booker, the pass to Richards. Back to Booker. Over James. And it's Phoenix with another.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. For three, Booker. That shot is off. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. The Suns on top, leading by 8. And the second. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Jared Vanderbilt out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Goodwin in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Allen. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed. Allen's got his first 2 points of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Doris, in a league that glorifies offense, you have to appreciate what Finney-Smith brings to the defensive end.
The BA, one of those guys who brings versatility and perhaps more importantly, dependability. You can put him on the ball, off ball, guards, even bigs. You talk about a true do-it-all defender, that's Dorian Finney-Smith.
And here's Reeves outside. Tries again. Pass to Goodwin. Launches it. Drains the triple. Goodwin's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Plumlee. And it's Koloko with a rebound. Lakers trail by 9. Here's Vanderbilt. Count the basket.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Beal from outside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
Finney-Smith on the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's big-time shooting ability right there, folks.
Phoenix leading by 7. Beal attacking. And then Beal with the dunk.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Los Angeles has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Outside Finney-Smith. And it's off from three-point range.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And book it for Vanderbilt.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Takes a 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult. You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Goodwin nails it from 3. Goodwin's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
Lakers trail by 10. Here's Koloko. Got a hand on it. Here's Bowl. Here he goes. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Goodwin, no good. The Suns lead by 10. Allen, left side. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Goes back up, and the layup is good by Bull. Bull's got 5 points.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And it's Allen with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Los Angeles has gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. Here's Goodwin. Buries it from 3. 9 points in the game.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Outside Bull. Fires the 3. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. And the Suns lead by 14.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
And so it's Phoenix up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points, a key to this lead. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Cody Martin. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix Doors.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
Phoenix leading by 14. For 3, Durant. That shot off. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Vincent with the ball. Martin picks him up. James passes to Vincent. James a screen on Martin. Connect checked in for Vincent.
First team foul. Coming into the floor for your Lakers.
James inside. Durant's there. Doncic finds James. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. LeBron fires and hits a 3.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Durant, pass to Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Booker's got 17 points.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
Hey, shot's good.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Booker, the pass to Martin. Jacks up a three. Another three for Phoenix.
How about the vision from Devin Booker? Yes, he can score it, but that's a pretty pass.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Here's Richards. Booker, the pass to Durant. That three's off the mark. Lakers trail by 15. From deep, here's Doncic. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Martin misses. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. That one's good for 2. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And what you're seeing is LeBron James get to the spots on the floor he wants to, and now you're going to have to try to break his rhythm. That's tough to do.
The kick to Durant. Out left to the wing. Here's Dunn. Fires in the triple. Dunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Hachimura finds James. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Such a wide open look. Durant's got 16 points.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
The kick to Durant. Plenty of space. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Connect. He's guarded by Martin. Takes the 3. The rebound by Devin Booker. From behind the arc. The shot misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Suns ahead. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Lakers trail by 19. We've got Jarrett Vanderbilt. He's out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Goodwin in a shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The shot by Reeves, no good. And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for Phoenix. Outside Bull. Three-pointer. And Beal with the basket on the assist from Bull.
Well, off the screen, you can see Bradley Beal is shot ready. That is how you do it.
Reeves, the pass to Finney-Smith. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. A shot from the high post. And another basket for Phoenix.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him. Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Three-pointer, Beal. Rebound by the Lakers. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. And a miss there on the triple. Phoenix leading by 22. The 3-ball. Bowl, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. And an important part of every team's game, A look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Beal, the pass to Bowl. Let's go with a three. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Finney-Smith. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. For three, O'Neal. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Shot is good by Reeves.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Left side Bowl. Allen outside from deep. Drops in the three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Beal outside. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
2 minutes remain in this ball game.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Fires from deep. And it's Koloko with a rebound. Koloko's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Finney-Smith. And Los Angeles, another three.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Plumlee, plenty of space. And no good. The dry spell continues. Lakers trail by 17. Pass to Koloko. Outside Reeves. From the arc. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Suns.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. James, that's good. And the Suns shooting around 53%, a nice number. Here's Booker. And it falls all over the rim and in.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Offensive board on the wing, Durant. Beyond the arc. Deflected. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. That one goes in.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. The deep three from Durant. Offline. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. They have to feel good about this performance.
This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. They've got Dunn. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Martin. And it's Booker in at the 1.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Thompson, a screen on Martin. Back to Thompson. For 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outside, KD. Offline with his 3. Thompson outside. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Eason's shot is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
Done outside. Pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Martin with the bucket.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Şengün finds Brooks. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And it's done penetrating. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
Dunn passes to Booker. There's the pick. Fades away. Şengün with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
There's Green with the 3. The rebound by Richards. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Martin with the bucket.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish.
Whoa!
Oh, my gracious. Way to get up.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Phoenix.
And here's KD for 3. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Green. Great D that time from Martin.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Back to Booker. Fades back. Hits the 3-point bomb. Booker's got 5 now.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And here's Phoenix. They're on a 13-5 run here. And done with the slam.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well. And it helps him make passes just like that.
Here's Dunn. Durant against Thompson. Baseline try. Thompson with the rebound.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make them all.
This one for 3. Second shot opportunity. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Booker. Pass to KD. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one, good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Brooks misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Bradley Beal is out there with Allen. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Bull in at the power forward. Back to Smith. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And stolen by Whitmore. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Allen with the rebound. Suns leading by 11. Pass to Bull from downtown. The rebound by Steven Adams. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Here's Beal. Got it from 16 feet. Beal's got his first bucket of the night.
Nice work there from Beal in the mid-range.
Smith outside. Takes a three. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Bull. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Reed Shepherd. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Plumlee finds Allen. Plumlee sets the pick for Allen. Back to Plumlee. 5 to shoot. And that one is good. And the Suns lead by 13. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Suns?
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Defensively, you can't afford to give Beal any space in that 2-man game.
Shepherd, the pass to Smith. Shepherd with the ball. Pass to Tate. Fires from deep. It's good from long range. Tate's only got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
O'Neal looking around. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Fast break, here they come. Here's Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
How about the force on that finish by Smith?
Bull inside. Working on Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Pass to Shepherd. Here's Whitmore. Allen defending. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Jumps up. And he misses the fast break layup.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. Ron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 to 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. Beal taking his time here. Outside, O'Neal. There's the triple. And the Suns miss again. Rockets trail by 8. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
Houston needs to get a shot off. That's a 2 from Smith, and it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Now just a 5-point Suns lead, and he's got his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Shepard, the pass to Smith. Good on the triple. Smith's got 10 points in the quarter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. Back to Beal. Fires from 14. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Suns ahead, up 4. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing, guys, a tremendous game from Jabari Smith.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
We've got Alperen Şengün. Dylan Brooks out there with Jalen Green. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Eason in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. There's Green with the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
This is who you want at the line. And Booker gets himself there a lot.
Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Martin. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Booker. Outside for Martin. Shot clock at 6. Booker inside. Brooks covering. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Eason passes to Thompson. Back to Eason. Houston moving the ball around. Brooks dishes to Green. Will it go? Offensive rebound. And Şengün is right there.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Eason against Booker. Martin's in the post. He has 6. Releases. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brooks against Booker. And Brooks. Here we go. Back to Thompson. A 3-ball. Drills it from outside. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Stolen by Durant. Booker outside. Outside, Martin. Pass to Richards. Got it. Good job in the low post. Richards got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Şengün with a screen on Martin.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
Dunn sets a screen for Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Tate, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And Shepard subbed in for Jalen Green. Brooks finds Adams. Now Smith. Over Bull. Out to Smith. Now Shepard. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's now 6 points for Reed Shepard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That's foul number 2 for him. Whitmore, he's checked in for Brooks. There's Beal with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beal's got 10 points.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
Pass to Shepard. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Bull.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Shepard, the pass to Tate. Screened by Adams. Here's Shepard. Just 5 on the clock. Smith outside. And another 3 for Houston.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
In the corner, Bull with it. From outside, off the mark. It's trailed by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tate, no good. Suns have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Allen finds Beal. Over Whitmore. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. Bull, the pass to Plumlee. It's Beal on the wing. Nobody near Allen. Drains it from beyond the arc. Allen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Shepard. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the...
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Suns lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. They've got Bull. Bradley Beal is out there with Grayson Allen. Then there's Plumlee, and it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Connects from 3-point range.
I love the rise and fire mentality Shepard has. It's what makes him such a dangerous scorer.
Beal gets a wide open look. The Rockets pull it in. Smith's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the 3. Shepard, that's good. Shepard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
Well, we all know what can happen when this fella gets hot. And this guy, well, let's just say he's hot.
Kicks it out to Allen to end the run. And the Suns miss again.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Whitmore. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Allen. Suns trail by 4. Plumlee sets the pick for O'Neal. Outside for Beal. From the arc. Here's Bull, and here is Allen. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Houston. And here are the Rockets. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Shepard, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Count the basket and the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. And for the Suns, Durant's checked in for Bull. Dunn comes in for O'Neal, and it's Devin Booker in for Grayson Allen. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And Booker kicks to Beal. Back to Booker. Pass to Dunn. Lays it up and off the glass. And the Suns lead by 1.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. The Suns have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Back to Durant. Pass to Richards. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Eason gets a wide open look. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from 3-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly. Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Şengün with the ball. Outguarded by Booker. Traps in the tray.
How about Jalen Green stepping up, showing poise in a big spot?
Here's KD. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Dunn misses. Houston in the lead. Inside. Booker looking around. 3-pointer. Places one from 3. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Richards passes to Beal. Booker with it. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Thompson. Back to Green. Pass to Brooks. Another miss by Houston. Done outside. Durant kicks to Dunn. And Booker puts up a deep three off the mark. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by. Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Connect. And it's Lin in at the 5, roaming the paint.
That's really how LeBron prefers to finish, at full speed, driving hard and dictating the pace and keeping pressure on the defense.
James has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And here's Green from the arc. They grab their own miss. It's Eason with the jam.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Connects from downtown. Eason's got 5.
And this is something Brooks must continue focusing on. When he sets up guys, team chemistry improves.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Eason. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well, and he's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
The offensive rebound. Outside Eason. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Connect. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Los Angeles ball.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. James. And it's James with the jam.
An ultra competitor in everything he does. LeBron doesn't go up just for the simple layup. He wants to throw it down.
Here's Eason. Houston with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. James.
Oh, what a throwdown. Nice. Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Now here's Brooks. Green for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Green's got 5 points.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
From deep, here's Doncic. The Lakers with the rebound. And slam dunk by James.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Eason finds Brooks. Back to Eason. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
The ball's knocked loose. Thompson passes to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Green just levitates to the rack. A 40-inch plus vertical will allow you to do that.
There's the triple. It's LeBron again for 3. James has got 19 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Brooks outside. Thompson outside. The 3. Here's Şengün outside for Green. Green with a screen on Doncic. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And Jalen Green is good for 3. He's got 10.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And it's Brooks missing. Los Angeles leading by 3. James with the ball. Green picks him up. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Şengün. Offensive rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Kicks it to Doncic. From downtown, that one's good. From James on the assist from Doncic. 24 points for him.
Off the catch, LeBron not lacking confidence or hesitating.
Here's Green. Out to Thompson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Doncic, a screen on Thompson. James passes to Lynn. Out to James. Shoots over Thompson. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again.
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue.
And so it's Los Angeles earning this break in the action, up 10. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
Another thing they're doing right early on tonight is attacking the offensive glass. Just outworking the defense and winning second chances at the hoop.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Goodwin in at the 2. Left side, Vanderbilt. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside Reeves. There's the 3. Adams grabs the miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers. I think that's one of his specialties, really. Finney-Smith is out there to defend at a high level and knock down threes.
To the left wing. Picked by Smith. And here's Shepard for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
From outside the arc. And Houston, another 3.
Well, Shepard can really spin it from distance, and he doesn't need a lot of room to launch it.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. So it's the Lakers now. Pass to Hayes. Reeves with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Hayes, the pass to Goodwin. They set a pick. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. Outside Reeves. Now Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt with a screen. And here's Reeves outside. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
An open look for Smith. Another one falls for Houston.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Now here's Reeves. Defense is right there. Kenny Smith, a screen. Back to Reeves. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Reeves. Smith outside from the arc. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Goodwin. Minute 32 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Reeves. Fires from deep. And another 3 for the Lakers.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
Tipped away and stolen by Reeves. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Whitmore outside. Rebound, the Lakers. And it's the Lakers on the break. Reeves, the pass to Hayes. Back to Reeves. There's the 3. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Tate with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, BA, and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Pass to Shepard. Now Whitmore takes a 3. Knocks down the triple. Whitmore's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Hayes. Out to the right wing. Here's Goodwin. No good on the buzzer beater. And so that's the end of the first half. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 8. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rumble. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Alperon Şengün out there with Amin Thompson. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Green in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Şengün against Hachimura. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Off the inbound. On the wing, Hachimura. Back to Doncic. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, BA, a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
The 3, they grab their own miss. 6 to shoot. Again, the Lakers score.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. Can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
Out to Thompson. With the drive. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Doncic on the drive. Pass to James. Over Thompson. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Thompson with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Jumps up. Outside for Green. Brooks outside. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
You got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Doncic passes to James. From downtown. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. James has got 35 in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside for Brooks. Outside, Green. Here's Easton. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Easton. Doncic passes to James. Shoots over Easton. Shot's good by James. James has got 11 points in the quarter.
He's accounted for over half their points thus far, shouldering the load offensively.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. 1:25 left in the 3rd quarter here. And Tate gets it to go.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
On the wing, Reeves. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Reeves. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance. Goodwin's got 6.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
For 3, Smith. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 9. To the right side. Here's Goodwin. And again, it's the Lakers.
The assist, Dorian Finney-Smith.
The Rockets have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Here's Shepherd. Right wing. Adams finds Tate. He drops it from range. He's got 6. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Shepherd.
Los Angeles ball.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd. Reeves with the ball. Guarded now by Whitmore. Back to Reeves. Shoots over Shepherd. The shot by Reeves, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
The 3, Smith. And the 3-pointer goes. And it's now only a 5-point Laker lead.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Here's Reeves. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's LeBron James making things. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jarrett Vanderbilt. Then there's Jackson Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Goodwin in at the 2. Here's Reeves. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, bro.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Lenz checked in for Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. James is checked in for Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Goodwin.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Here's Doncic. Luka on the attack.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Here's Thompson. Ooh, went in there strong and tried to power it down. But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line. It's on Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, I like when Thompson goes in strong like this, but just forcing the defense to act.
Some changes now for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Len, and Connect subbed in for Reeves. James passes to Doncic. Hayes with it. James up top, defended by Thompson. The shot by James, no good. Rockets trail by 3. Thompson with it, picked up by James. And Thompson gets it to go.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Here's James. Oh, LeBron got a step. Can't let him do that.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
To tie it up. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
And you know that's right. I mean, he's looking to put his stamp all over this game.
Finney-Smith checked in for Hachimura. Here's Shepard. Thompson outside. Pass to Shepard. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11. Pushing it up now. Oh, they get a hand on it. Thompson with a steal. And if you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Driving in. It's Hayes with the rebound.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
It's tipped. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's... Oh, wow! Set him up and let LeBron finish.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
Three-pointer Brooks. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dillon delivers.
James deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer, no good.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. LeBron going downhill.
Boy, there's nothing quite like LeBron on the fast break. That combination of size, strength, and speed makes him electric.
Pass to Şengün. Lays it up and banks it in.
When the stakes rise, you need guys who will step up and rise with it. Nice play by Şengün.
Doncic passes to James. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
Here's Thompson. Catch. And that one brings him within 1.
been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
The three, James. Oh, the trifecta!
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. Eason. And he got the whistle on the way up. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
At the line for Houston.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Thompson. Outside for Brooks. 3 on the clock. Offline with a 3.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
James passes to Doncic. James.
Oh, man, I did not see that coming.
With authority.
Did he just do that? Wow.
Man.
Okay, was anybody expecting that? I know I wasn't.
I wasn't either. He may have even surprised himself with that one.
Takes creativity and